I have lived in Mexico for many years. Different cities, different environments. Then you realize something that nobody really talks about. You don't ever fully stop being a foreigner here. Not in a big way. It shows up in small moments, pretty much daily. And once you start seeing them, you can't really unsee them. This isn't a negative video. I love my life here. I've chosen this life, and I choose it again. But there's a layer to living in Mexico long term that immigrants really don't explain. And it's subtle. It's not one big thing. It's a pattern. It starts with the little things. You walk into a place and nothing. No buenas tardes, no acknowledgement, nothing. If you spent any time here, you know that's not normal. Same thing at a restaurant recently. Sat down, waited, not busy, not distracted, just nothing. After a few minutes, I left. No scene, no complaint, just okay. Even walking down the street, buenos dias is automatic. And every once in a while, someone just looks at you and says nothing. Again, not a big deal, but it's a signal. After a while, you start noticing patterns. People assume things about you. They assume you have money, even when you don't. They assume you don't speak Spanish, so they hit you with the one English word they know. And the second you say, hablo español, everything changes. Their face changes, their tone changes, sometimes their whole energy changes. Prices too. Haircut, coconut, random stuff. If they don't know you, it's higher. That's just part of it. And then there's who gets approached. Parking lots, traffic lights. Someone walks past 10 people and comes straight to you. Maybe they already asked everyone else, maybe not. But after a while, you start to feel it. It's not just one thing. It's a pattern. At some point, you realize you're having the same interactions over and over. Same conversations, same explanations, just a different day. And you're thinking, why am I explaining this again? There's that quote, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Yeah. So at some point, I just stopped explaining. For me, the clearest example of this has been with the dogs. They're medical service dogs. And when we first started traveling, I thought that would make things easier. It doesn't. Every new place, every new store, every new guard, same conversation, same demands, same doubt. Even with tags, even with explanations, it just resets. And for a long time, I explained everything. Took the time, patient, respectful, but nothing changed. So now, I show the tags, and I keep walking. Just as we were about to film this next part, we got stopped by security. Told we couldn't film here, private property, and asked to leave. Same conversation. You stop trying to fully understand, and you start choosing your moments. There are things you accept, things you ignore, and a few things you don't. That line gets really clear over time. You understand the culture more, but you also understand yourself more. Where those two meet and where they don't. TIM. This is Mexico. It doesn't mean you shouldn't live here. It doesn't mean something is wrong. It just means this is a part of the experience. And if you're thinking about making this move, it's something worth understanding. Not before you come, but once you're here. Because it won't hit you all at once. It shows up slowly, in small amounts, almost daily.